endemic? You want to go first?
Oh, mate, so many questions, uncertainty, hypocrisy, talks of conspiracy theorists. What to do if you run out of toilet roll? My advice is turn your sink into a bidet. So,
It's good advice.
right, you know, there's all sorts. So, what will happen if the game goes bust, and then can we just start again as a competition? Is there financial implication? There's so many questions.
So strange.
Is there an understanding, though, of the financial implications of not playing? Because we've heard players a little bit split, OK? Some are saying that let's keep playing, and others are saying, look, I think we should just suspend the competition. Now, there's a financial cost.
One thing you have to do, I reckon, as a team, is address issues as they arise, right? So today we got together and we talked about getting all the questions that we wanted to know. And one of the questions was, if we don't play, do we get paid?
Can I just ask who you're asking?
Our team, so the players.
You're just asking each other?
Each other. So we had our football manager and talking about what could possibly happen with being isolated from the public and stuff. And then one of the boys said, look, if we don't play, do we still get paid? And the blunt answer was no, because obviously the agreement we have with the broadcast rights deal, if there's no game, no play, no pay. So we understand that. So I applaud Peter V'landys for sticking up for the game and giving us an opportunity to not only play but also keep our families paying our bills.
What about day-to-day business though? This idea of being locked away in venues so that you're isolated, potentially even from families, to keep the competition going as long as it can. I mean, who's advising you on that? I mean, you're getting this through your coach, you're getting experts come in. What's that look like?
I think obviously at the minute things are going almost hour by hour and the situation is changing. But I think if you look back through history in times of trouble, people naturally, and especially people like rugby league players, they want to help out and do something. They want to do something about a problem. They want to be part of the solution. Yeah. So you look back to wartime. Some lads went to war. Look back as recently as the bushfires. Lads were donating stuff. Games were moved to time to help to support the communities. So I think for us, sitting back and doing nothing isn't within our nature. Personally, I'd like to do something and do as much as we possibly can. And if Australia goes into lockdown, like similar to Europe, if we're given an opportunity to provide a country an escape, like how good would that be to be a part of something like that?
But conversely, if the competition stops, we've got an employment force of 600 odd healthy young men who have the capacity to be mobilised, right, to do things for the community. And I'm assuming at some level that may even be discussed. And beyond that, down through the state leagues, we've got the capacity to mobilise volunteers.
You probably got no job.
Correct. Yeah.
It's a societal problem, and no one's going to spare any sympathy for rugby league players. They're just not.
Uncertain times, as you say. Now, I'm trying to get a sense of how the players come together publicly. We've had mixed messages, which you saw us speak to at the top of the show. How are the RLPA rallying the troops to get you all to stay on message, to get you to buy into sort of the one coherent strategy?
I don't think we need to.
Yeah,
we're allowed to have different opinions. You hear throughout, again, going back to society, opinions split. Some people take their children out of school, some people continue on, some people are avoiding cafes, gyms already and stuff like that. But we're allowed to, I'm allowed to have a different opinions from him.
Don't you think it just pollutes things though?
Well, here's the solution for it. If you're that scared or that fearful of playing, just don't turn up. Just stay at home if you're really that concerned.
But you can't have it
You're
both
saying
ways.
that to players though? You're saying that to other players who are concerned about their health, just don't turn up?
I don't know if I'd say that direct, but that's a simple
I
solution.
agree with you that. I agree. If you would prefer to be with your family rather than going to work, which is a choice him and I have.
The hypocrisy of saying
but you genuinely have that option though.
Yeah,
it's a genuine option as a player.
No one's forcing us to play.
And I totally agree with that.
So you can't want us to have the same message if we don't believe it, right? So you got to say what you think because we're so.
I'm not worried
you can
about
see
that.
through the bullshit.
I'm more concerned about players making uninformed comments.
But it's so new though, and it's evolving all the time, so we don't know. Yep. So sometimes, Manly players up to date media, they might have probably caught off guard a little bit.
They disagreed.
Yeah, well, and that's fine. They probably don't know the implications of not playing and what that has.
So I saw Cameron Smith after his game on Sunday say that his preference would be to stop the competition. Shane Richardson, the GM of football at South Sydney, called those comments irresponsible. So already we've got a sort of a split inside the code from two of its most senior voices. Second to that, if Cameron Smith, someone who's as influential as he is for that Melbourne Storm team, makes a decision to make family his priority, as I suggested earlier with maybe some of the Warriors players, is the competition not then immediately corrupted? Because we've got this, you know...
Is that the right word?
I don't know if it's corrupted. It's...
Well, yeah, but they're not competing. You're not getting the best that's available because...
How's that different from injury?
Well, isn't it? Because the thing that's causing this... Like,
it's better than nothing, though, isn't it? Like, if you've got people, maybe... Like, we all have problems at home and throughout life and different things going on with friends and family and stuff like that.
But this has the potential to tear the code in two. This is not just, you know, one or two players,
I don't think it'd tear
a few
it in two.
clubs.
Like, if someone's, you know, their head's in the clouds about it, it's time to get back to reality, isn't it? Like, you want sympathy, you want, like, us all to be as worried as you may be. Like, if we've got an opportunity without putting too much risk on the table, then why wouldn't you want to continue?
No.